Okay, volumes of a composite solids. There'll be about 6 questions. So let's start. First question. Find the volume of each solid. All measurements are in centimeters. Part A. Now, when you look at this composite solid, I can see pyramid on top and rectangular prism on the bottom. So all we have to do here is volume equals the volume of pyramid plus the volume of rectangular prism. Okay, so let's have a look at the volume of pyramid first. Now I can see these, that's the perpendicular height, 30 centimeters. So I'm going to use that. Now, do you remember the formula? Well, luckily I do. 1/3 times area of the base, which is rectangle. That'll be 25 times 20, and the height of the pyramid is 30. Okay, so that's done. And now rectangular prism, in my opinion, is easiest. So all you have to do is just times all 3, because the area times the height. So it'll be 25 times 20 times 17. Don't be shy to use a calculator. I actually encourage you to use a calculator on this. So if you do that, you'll get 5,000, and then you'll get 8,500. When you add it together, you get 13,500 centimeter cubed. Okay, so that's our answer to that. Now, this one, I can see, what can you see? The volume, total volume will be volume of the cone on the top plus the volume of cylinder. Okay, that's not too bad. Now, problem is, do you remember the formula of the cone? As you will notice, I do. So 1/3 times the area, base area will be the circle, so pi r squared. What's the r here? That's the same as this one, so half of 50, 25. Times the height of the cone, not the cylinder, cone is 20. And then plus volume of cylinder. Volume of cylinder doesn't need a 1/3. It's a proper sort of prism, you know, in a way. It's not prism, but it's like that. So I will have pi r squared, because the area of the base is circle, r is 25 square, and then the height of the cylinder, and the 35. So again, I'm going to use my calculator on this, and I will get 81,812.30,869 ... And the question didn't really say how to answer it. So I'm going to go from here on, whenever I need it, I'm going to go with the 2 decimal places. 81,812.31 centimeter cube. Okay, so that's done. So next question, it'll be, that looks interesting, isn't it? It looks like a rectangular prism, but the pyramid in the middle is taken out. Okay, so that's interesting solid, but that's okay, that's not too bad. So let's have a look. So I'm going to go, the total volume equals the volume of rectangular prism. Take it away, not plus, take it away because it's a hollow there. And volume of pyramid. Well, proper word will be the square pyramid. No, I mean the rectangular pyramid, I mean. Okay, so I'm going to have a look. Rectangular, easy, which will be 28 times 34 times 31. So just base, area, height, take away. Okay, this is the moment. Do you remember the formula? I'm sure you do now. Now the area of the base will be the rectangle, which is 28 times 34 times the height is the same as prism. And use your calculator. Well, I'll just write it this. Take away. I will get 19,674.67 because we decide it's going to be 2 decimal places. Okay, so that's done. The fourth one, it's not too bad. Looks interesting, but it's not too bad. What is it? It's a half of the cone. Lucky us, it's not really composite shape because it's not really combined, but it's a halved. That's okay. Volume equals the half of volume of the cone. So let's have a look. So I'm going to put half first. Now, cone, 1/3 times the base, which is the circle, r square. What's a half of 16? Because that's a diameter. 8 square. What's the height? 34. The height has to be perpendicular height, not the slant height. Slant height is on the side. So if you put that in your calculator, you will get 1,139.35 centimeter cube, because we're going to do 2 decimal places. Excellent. Okay, next one. As you can see, there's something about this question is very special, guys, because it's got a red star on it. What does that mean? It means you need to be careful about this question. Why? Okay, first of all, it's a cone. So the formula of the cone is what? 1/3 times the area of the base, which is pi r squared, and then times by height. Now, I can't see height. That 8 is the diameter for this, 16 is diameter for this one, and this is slant height here. So I can't see perpendicular height. So we need to find that first before you can do anything else. So I'm going to draw something here. What I'm drawing is this. I'm just going to cut here and draw that, and then making it to right angle triangle. So it looks like this, something like that. Okay, so imagine I'm cutting in half. Now here is the radius of this small circle, which is 4. This is a big circle, radius is 8, half of 16. All right, so what's this one? That's my small height, and that's my big height, so that's this one. And then I'm going to put 10 here. Okay, so let's find the big height. It's good old Pythagoras. So what I'm going to do is, that's 20, isn't it? So 20 squared take away 8 squared. I'm going to keep this in the exact form, just easier for me to calculate. And put that in your calculator, you'll get 336, square root of 336. And height, so small height now is 10 square minus 4 square, isn't it? Because that's hypotenuse, that's base, so that will give me 80, square root of 84. Okay, so that's what we got. Now volume, push it up a little. So volume will be volume of big cone take away volume of small cone. So big cone was this one and small one is this one. Okay, let's have a look at that. 1/3, obviously, times pi r squared, isn't it? The big cone's radius is a squared times 336, because that's from what we got. Take away 1/3 times pi times radius is 4 squared times height is 84. Now put that in your calculator. I will get 1074.95 centimeter cube, because we're going to do 2 decimal places. Excellent. Well done, guys. Now, last question. Apply maths here. Okay. So, part A. Let's have a look. Part A. Calculate the volume of this swimming pool. Okay, this is obviously swimming pool there. And part B, we have to find the capacity if water was filled up to 20 centimeters from the top. So it filled up to from here, it's about 0.8 up to there. And see if water costs $2.35 per kiloliter. Find the cost of filling the pool. Okay, not a problem. So let's have a look at A. So volume, I can see, I'm going to call this front part and the back. Okay, so I'm going to find the volume of the front, volume of the back, and add them together. So the front part is this. So area of the base would be 10 times 10. That's 10, 10, 10. So 10 times 10, the height is 1. Plus the back one. Back one is going to be a little bit of a problem, because I can see this is the base of the prism here, which is not a rectangular shape. It's a trapezium. So we need to do trapezium. Okay, so I'm going to hold this one for a second, and I'm going to have to do trapezium first. Okay. So I'm going to use different color. So that's what, h over 2. I don't know whether you remember the formula. I'll just write it down anyway. So the height is this part. That is a height, because the height is always has to be perpendicular to the base. So that is this one. Whole thing is a 30. That's 10. So this has to be 20, isn't it? So that's a 20. So I'm going to go with a 20 over 2, because that's my height. And the top length and the bottom length. Top length is 1. The bottom length is 3. Sorry, couldn't see that. So this top length is 1. The bottom length is 3. Okay, can you see that? So I'm going to go 1 plus 3. So we're looking at this shape right now. So the height, that's a right angle triangle, the right angle. So height is this, which is 20. The top length is 1. The bottom length is 3. So when you do that, I will get 10 times 4, 40. Okay, so that's 40. So the area of the base times the height is the volume, isn't it? So I'm going to go with area of the base is a trapezium, 40, times the height of the prism is 10. Okay, so what I've got here, I've got 100 plus 400 equals 500 centimeter cube. Okay, so that's my volume for the pool. Part B, calculate the capacity. Okay, when it's filled up to right there, I don't know whether you can see right now. up to here, just for example, and that's like 20 centimeters. Okay, so we need to find a new volume for this. So this 3 centimeters, no, I mean 3 meters will become, what's the 20 centimeters, guys, in meters? It's 0.2. So it becomes 2.8 meters. Okay, and this 10 doesn't really change. Nothing really changed except for the depth part. So this here will change it to 0.8 meters now, because there's a 20 centimeters gap on the top, which is 0.2 meters gap. Okay, so nothing really changes, because you can't really change the shape of the pool, can you? It's concrete, come on. So all you have to change is the height of the pool. So that's only we have to worry about. So what's happening now is a volume, new volume, I'm going to call it volume 2. So here, the front part of it is no longer, it's 1 meter, isn't it? It's going to be 0.8 meters, but the rest will be the same because it's concrete. We can't change. So that will be that plus. Now, we have to find another trapezium, the new trapezium. Trapezium second. Height is still same, 20 divided by 2. Now this will be changing. The top, oops, sorry, keep doing that. That and that will change. Okay, so this is no longer 1, it's 0.8. This is no longer 3, it becomes 2.8. So if I put that in as my top and then bottom length, 0.8 plus 2.8, put that in your calculator, 10, that'll be 3.6, 36. Excellent. So if I put that in here, times, that's my height, still same. Remember, height doesn't change on this part because that's the bottom of the pool. So if I do that, I will get 440 meter cube. Centimeter cube will be very small pool. Okay, so lucky for you guys, 1 meter cube is same as 1 kiloliter. Okay, so your answer here is 440 kiloliter. Okay, so we got that and that. Now, part C, it says if water costs $2.35 per kiloliter, how much? What we got to do is each kiloliter at $2.35, and there's 440 kiloliter. I mean, come on, people, it's not that hard. So it'll be $2.35 times 440 kiloliter, and if you put that in your calculator, how much you get? $1,034. That's a lot of money, but if you want to have a pool, well, I guess. Okay, so that's it. Well done, people.